So you're visiting Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. You know about the major shows, the major attractions, the major rides, but here are 6 cool things you're not doing, but you should be. So we have some good items on today's list, a couple of hidden gems, a couple we've never done before.
Yeah.
So where should we start?
We'll start with number 6.
She's the beauty and the brains of the operation. Starting off the countdown with item number 6, you can actually participate in free backstage tours. When it comes to the free backstage tours, there's 3 major ones you can do. You can do the Hulk, which we've never been on. You can do the Mummy, which we've never been on. And you can do the MIB Immigration Tour, which I have been on. Nikki hasn't, sorry Nick. Now the trick with getting on a backstage tour is timing. It can't be too busy and it can't be too slow because of the personnel. They need to have team members to take you on the tour. So if it's too slow, they might not be staffed up enough to take you. And then if it's too busy, of course, the personnel, the team members are too busy to take you. So that's kind of the trick with getting these tours. But usually they do not happen until after 11. Just ask a team member if they're available. Like I said, I did go on a MIB immigration tour. It was pretty cool down there with those aliens. Now you can't touch them, but there is like that little card playing area with the alien card game going on. And then you also have a little guest booklet. So when you get down there, sign the guest booklet and you will be part of MIB forever. And like I said, the MIB immigration tour was the only one I've been on just because it's been so tricky. We've tried to get on the Hulk and we've tried to get on the Mummy, just the timing wasn't right. Now the thing with like the Mummy backstage tour and the Hulk tour is like, since it's backstage, you're not allowed to film or take pictures. Now MIB, since it's not backstage, it's like part of the main queue, you are allowed to take all the pictures and photos and video that you want to do. So good luck to you guys if you're going to try it, but it is a really cool thing you should be doing here. Item number 5 on today's countdown, you can actually mail letters and postcards from the park, especially the Wizarding World.
Yes, and there's 2 locations.
So at the Owl's Post, they will sell you postcards, which are about $13.
Right, and it comes in a pack.
Yeah, pack. And they have several different scenes. Diagon Alley, Owl's Post has scenes from Diagon Alley. Hogsmeade has scenes from Hogsmeade. These are $13. And they also sell Harry Potter stamps here, and it's $16 for a book of Harry Potter stamps. But if you wanted to, you could just bring your own letter and your own stamps, and they would still stamp it with the special stamp. Diagon Alley has its special stamp. Hogsmeade has its special stamp. That's as far as like a rubber stamp.
Right.
In addition to mailing the postcards and the letters, they also have like a packaging service here where they will gift wrap like your packages for you in the style of the Wizarding World.
Yeah, very adorable. Very, very cute. Worth the investment in that.
A cool thing you're not doing, but you should be. There's also an Owl's Post in Hogsmeade. It's the same deal with the postcards and the postage, or you can always bring your own stuff, your own envelope, your own postage. But the special stamp they have here is of course specific to Hogsmeade. Coming in at number 4, bounding. And I think we'll have Nikki explain this in more detail. And because I'm not sure we'll actually catch some people bounding, we may, but since I'm not sure, I'll probably just put up some images of what bounding is. But can you kind of describe it to us, Nikki?
Essentially, bounding is a creative way for fans to dress in their favorite colors or styles based on books or characters surrounded within the theme park atmosphere. So I think it originally started in Disney, but it's translated into Universal as well, and you'll see a lot of Hogwarts students dressed up.
Yes, there is a lot of Harry Potter bounding because that's like the easiest thing to do. But there also like you can see like Jurassic Park bounding sometime. I saw John Hammond once.
Yes.
I've even seen like the 2 lead characters, that male scientist and the female character walking around. So it doesn't have to be Harry Potter, but Harry Potter is the most popular bounding that occurs at Universal. In essence, I would say bounding is not as intense as cosplay or wearing a costume. It's little subtle, more subtle hints as to what you're representing.
Right, you're using everyday clothing to represent your favorite character.
There you go. You nailed it with that description. Now, when it comes to bounding, Nikki, who would you bound as?
Probably Ellie, Laura Dern's character in Jurassic Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's probably the one I would
It wouldn't be like a Harry Potter one?
No.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, honestly, because like her clothes, she wears normal clothes. So
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm not quite brave enough. Those who bound, I'm like really proud of you guys because it takes some bravery.
Well, for me,
and I'm not brave enough to do it.
for me, in my heart of hearts, I think I'm Cedric. Because he's Hufflepuff, but I'm so big, I would probably have to get like a wig and a beard and be Hagrid. Item number 3 of cool things you should be doing when you're visiting Universal is going to be participate in a show. We've both done some of this. Nikki has done the Fear Factor show.
Yes.
I've been in the Maryland show and like Celestine and Warbeck and the Banshees.
Yes.
Now with Fear Factor, there are some restrictions, height and weight. That's why I can't ever do it. But Nikki has done it, and we'll put some of the footage up right now of Nikki doing the show. What was your #1 trick in doing this show, Nick?
Oh, do I have to say it?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, so they provide like deodorant and hairspray and everything in the backstages, and I actually put a little bit of hairspray on my hands so that my hands would be sticky for the hanging portion of, you know, the.
Yeah.
I think it's stage 1.
Yeah, the first little
Yes.
event you have to hang.
Yeah, and that was the part I was like most scared of, was I just didn't want to fall like I didn't want to be the first one to fall.
So there you go, guys. Use some hairspray, get your hands sticky if you're going to participate in this, and we do recommend you do that. Nikki won a hat. Now, if you don't want to be a full contestant on Fear Factor, they have a couple little side shows for like maybe 2 or 3 other people.
Exactly, where they will put either a scorpion or something. You spin the wheel of terror almost.
Exactly.
I don't even know what that's called, but they'll put something on you.
A spider or
a
scorpion.
or something like that. Or you can eat or drink something gross.
Yes.
So you have those options as well.
Now for those, they usually pick someone who cannot qualify to be a contestant. So the shows I've participated in, of course, was Celestine and Warbeck and the Banshees. Really all you have to do is kind of stand close to the stage, and it's usually guys, and kind of look interested and engaged, and they'll come grab you and put you on stage for a dance show. And I'm assuming as I edit this video, I'm putting footage of myself up on screen. I hope I can do that, but it is really fun. It's not embarrassing. I always try to get people to do this. It's so much fun. Who wouldn't want to dance with like 4 lovely ladies at once? At once. But what's better than dancing with 4 lovely ladies? Dancing with 5 lovely ladies. So the other show a guy can participate in is the Marilyn and the Diamond Bellas show. Usually, again, all you have to do is kind of stand near that director's chair, look interested, kind of before the show, chat up the director, and you can dance with Marilyn. I mean, the other 4 girls will be in the background, so I'm counting them as dancing with them as well. So a lot of fun. I recommend when you're visiting Universal, try to participate in some of these shows. So much fun, so cool. And another show that a audience member can participate in would be the horror and makeup show. Now this is more random. There's like no real tricks to get noticed for this, though usually it is a woman that is picked for this show. And you know what? I say 9 out of 10 times it's someone from a foreign country.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
They try to spot someone with a little bit of an English barrier to have fun with them. The Animal Actors on Location show has a couple opportunities for the crowd to participate. I know there could be a member in the crowd that a bird will fly to, and they will call, usually a child, it doesn't have to be a child, but they will call some people onto the stage to participate in a little bit of the show as well. Number 2 on today's countdown of cool things you're not doing, but you should be doing, is going to be rock climbing or wall climbing. Now there's 2 spots to do this. There is a spot in New York City at Studio side, and then on the Islands of Adventure side, there's a spot to rock climb at Jurassic Park.
Yes.
So let me describe where this wall climbing, rock climbing is, because it is not even on a park map.
Yeah, the Jurassic World one or Jurassic Park one isn't either.
So in New York, it's by the Palace Arcade and in between the Union City News and the Irish Shop. So right through here. There's a little alcove in there where you can do your wall climbing. The price for the rock climbing is $10, but usually you can do that all day. If they're not busy, they'll let you climb as much as you like. Technically, it's just 2 turns.
Right.
And there is a weight limit, it's 250 pounds. And if you're under 18, you have to have a guardian sign for you. Now Nikki's actually pretty good at rock climbing. She did it on the cruise we were on.
I did.
There was a rock wall on the cruise ship.
Yes.
But you're a little scared. Are you still sore from that?
Honestly, it was crazy. I've never done it before. And I was like, oh, so proud of myself because I got all the way to the top. And then my daughter tells me, oh, Mom, that was the beginner side. I was like, wah, wah, wah. So anyway, these walls don't look super challenging. So, I mean, I think that they're, you know, there's a lot of hand grips.
Yeah.
And a lot of places to put your hands and
It's for fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So give it a shot.
And I was talking to the team members at the rock climbing, and they will let you transfer your rock climbing in between the two parks. Basically, all you have to do is like drop the person's name. Like over here in Jurassic Park, it's Brittany and Tristan were manning the booth. So if I was to buy one here at Jurassic Park and I go over to Studios, I would just tell that group that, hey, Tristan let me know that I could rock climb here as well. So really all you have to do is name drop at that point. I guess we could mention an honorable mention. Here at the NBC Media Center, occasionally you can watch TV shows and commercials and stuff.
Yes.
And they will give you, you'll take a survey afterwards, and they'll give you like a gift card.
Yeah, and I guess the time frame is like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour depending on what you're watching. So I mean, easy way to make.
$10 to $30, it all depends. Yeah, and that's usually during the busier times of the year though. Yeah, so catch a show, make some money. There have been a few shows we have watched and reviewed and we've gotten the gift cards for. I think the most successful one has been Manifest.
Yes.
That's one we saw and we rated it, and it's actually on TV for more than one season. Another honorable mention for cool things you should be doing is personalizing your Quidditch jersey. Let me tell you about this. This is kind of new. So they are doing the personalization of your Quidditch jersey. Not just the Gryffindor, any of the Quidditch jerseys. If you buy one of those anywhere in Islands of Adventure, take it to Dervish and Bangs. That's where they do the personalization. And then if you're in Studios, you need to take it to the Quidditch supply shop. So buy your jerseys and then take them to those two spots and you can like put your name on it. Pretty cool. This is kind of new, guys. Item number 1 on today's countdown, we're not going to climb these rocks, we're going to paint and hide some rocks. That's right, the number 1 coolest thing you can do at Universal that you're not doing, that you should be doing, painting and hiding rocks, painted rocks. So this is something that you really cannot do at Disney. They don't allow that in the parks, but Universal is very accepting of this.
Yes, and it's not just rocks either. It's buttons, it's pins, it's
wands,
bracelets, it's lanyards, it's little puffy keychains. It's, I mean, if you're crafty and or not, it doesn't matter. It's just a fun way to move around the parks and experience them in a different, fun, unique way.
Now there is a best Facebook group you should check out if you want to participate in this. And what is that, Nikki?
UO Rocks Universal Orlando.
Yes, and I will leave a link to that in the description. So much fun. We do it as a fun way to move around the park. If you're hey, and even if you can't be crafty, you can at least join the group and go find stuff.
Exactly. It's almost like an Easter egg hunt when you come. It's great. People will post clues on there and then you search them out and you find it.
If you want, you can just have the fun of finding it and then you can re-hide it.
Exactly.
Find a different spot to hide it. So kind of like catch and release with a fish. And right now, since we are in Diagon Alley, Nikki has painted a Hedwig, right?
Yes, a Hedwig rock.
So we're gonna hide this. We'll show you like what she does. She'll hide it. She'll post a clue on that Facebook group, and maybe we'll catch someone find it today. Maybe not. And Nikki did a real good job on this rock.
Oh, thank you. And I actually hid like a little Harry Potter receiving his letter.
Yeah,
in Hedwig's wing.
Yeah, because of, you know, the previous item where we mentioned mailing a letter is something you can do here.
Exactly.
So you tied it all together with a nice bow there, Nikki.
Thank you.
And here's the Jurassic Park rock Nikki has painted.
Yep. So I kind of did it on a grayscale, and then everything's like gray, black, white scale, and then the sun and the reflection of the sun is where the color pops in.
Gotcha.
So the hardest part, I think, for like when I do T-Rexes and I do dinosaurs is the teeth, like the shape of the teeth and everything. So, but I thought I did pretty good.
Yeah, good rock. I love all your Jurassic Park rocks.
Oh,
And here's Nikki again leaving a clue on UO Rocks, but also she's leaving a clue on my Instagram account, right?
Yes. Which I usually leave that hint first.
Yes.
And then I'll put the other one on UO Rocks.
So if you follow me on IG, you get a little bit of a head start. Well, congratulations guys, you made it to the end of another video. This is where you can like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. But I think a pretty good list of some cool things you're not doing, but you should be doing.
Yeah.
And as always, guys,
Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
thanks for watching Rick's Flix, and now it's time to relax. And now it's time to thank my patrons from Patreon. First up, the executive producers, Candace McBride, Randall Rittenberry, Hank Spalding, Andrew Bundle, U.S. Storm Shelters, Joshua Rush, Brian Jenkins, the Luke family, Catherine and Daddy Dave, Wayne Fitzpatrick, Chad and Michelle, Kayla Cox, Warren and Don Kulo, Neil Whitaker, Anita and Jim, Harry Beadle, Angelina Twazer, Sonia Tucci, Nick Hahn, and Brandon Anders. And now a thank you and a shout out to my regular Patreon producers, the Perez family, Desi, Adam Kazanecki, Armando Carvelli, John Andine, Sherry South, TJ and Shannon, Brett and Mindy West, Ben Van Litt, Andreas Martinez, the A-Team, Allie and AJ, Craig Conley, Jeffrey and Mugga, Will Antico, Cameron Alder, Nicole Bergstein, Matt Weaver, Rob Racer 66, Ash Gauthier, Ricardo Justin, Josh Grabiak, Kiss My, John Gosby, and Stephen Brodude.